It is my distinct pleasure to welcome Professor Michael Barnes as our December 2010 commencement speaker. Professor Barnes received his bachelor's degree in classical studies and English literature from the University of Houston and his PhD in classical languages and literature here at the University of Missouri. His research interests focus on ancient Greek and Roman epic poetry, but he is probably best known for his teaching. In 2007, he won the Provost Outstanding Junior Faculty Teaching Award, and just this year was named a William T. Kemper Fellow for Excellence in Teaching, the highest award that the university recognizes for outstanding teaching. Professor Barnes teaches a spectrum of courses from giant lecture classes on Greek mythology to more specialized courses in ancient Greek and Latin. Although the first commencement at MU featured an oration in Latin, Professor Barnes has promised to keep his remarks in English, although I have a feeling he'll have something to say about the ways in which our modern world intersects with the ancient past. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Michael Barnes.
Thank you, Dean O'Brien. It's a pleasure to be here. Graduates, amid all the congratulations you are receiving today, and rightly so, and let me offer you my congratulations as well. And in all the excitement and pageantry of this commencement ceremony, it would be easy not to notice something peculiar about the arrangement here. You graduates are, from where I'm standing, in a curious position right now. Take a moment and look at where you are in this place. Sitting down there in those neo-medieval robes and hats, with your family and your friends there behind you, looking down on you from there and there, from those sides. While here, in front of you, your professors, the deans, assembled on a stage in our funny robes, are also peering down at you. Your family, your friends, your professors, we're all watching you down there. On the floor, in the middle, after all, of an arena, a performance arena. To an outsider, it might look like something else is going on, like we're all assembled here waiting to watch you do something. A performance, perhaps. Waiting for you to do something. Entertain us, maybe. You can imagine our thoughts. When are they going to do something? What will they do? But of course, soon you will do something. You'll stand up, you'll slowly process to this stage, and then cross it while your name is read out for all of us to hear. It's a moment that is both highly ceremonial, symbolic, and quite real. That moment won't just represent the end of your undergraduate career here at MU, it is the end. You can go now. We, your professors, have done all we can for you. And we wonder, has it been enough? To be truthful, we don't know. Because we can't know yet. A reporter once asked Joe Paterno, the legendary football coach up at Penn State, after one of his undefeated seasons many years ago, when the players on, whether the players on that team, that undefeated team, were the most successful that he had ever had, that he had ever coached. Paterno replied, well, ask me in about 25 years. You see what he means. You have all succeeded, of course, by virtue of your arriving at this point, at this place. But education is not a short-term enterprise. It is not a single chapter in the book of your lives. If it doesn't inform what you do for the next 25 years, if its effects don't show in the long run, then something has gone wrong somewhere down the line. It's like what one of my old college mentors says about teaching. Teaching, he says, is a lot like being a parent. You don't know how you are doing until it is too late to do anything about it. We here have done our best to prepare you for whatever comes next. We hope that we have helped to make you more intelligent people, better readers, better thinkers, better citizens. And we hope that we have made you understand that this work, this striving to become the men and women we want you to be, that this work doesn't stop once you leave the university. The only change is that from here on out, the work of living a thinking, a reflective life, of living up to your education, is up to you. For the moment, though, there you are, caught between two states of being. Your time as an undergraduate at Mizzou is ending. It will become the past. And the past, as we all know, is behind you and your future is in front of you. This is for all of us so obvious that it hardly needs saying, especially on an occasion like this. So, I should explain why I'm bothering to say it. I'm bothering because, like many things that we take for granted, it is not so obvious. It is not an inevitable way of thinking about where we have been and where we are going. The ancient Greeks, for example, understood the location of the past and the present, or the past and the future, rather, differently. You see, in ancient Greek, the word that refers to some object that is physically in front of you can also be used to describe events that took place before you in the past. And the word that refers to something physically behind you in the back is also used to describe events that are going to happen, events that are in the future. In other words, your past is actually in front of you, and your future is behind you. Why? Because you can see what's in front of you. The past can be seen because you've lived it or because you've studied it. And what you can put before you, you can begin to understand. The future, on the other hand, cannot be seen so easily. And what's behind you is, in fact, hard to see. So the Greeks then kept their eyes forward, looking straight at the past as they backed their way into the future, trying to be honest about what they could and what they could not know. If you do the same, if you keep your eyes on the past, keep your mind alive to the spirit of inquiry and discovery and reasoned reflection, that spirit that we have tried to nurture in you during your time here, then you will not just show yourselves worthy of your education, you will back into your own future as well prepared and as well equipped as anyone can be. And so, if we place the future behind you, I think you'll understand why I'm not going to presume to tell you, as many commencement speakers often do, what your future holds in an unpredictable, uncertain world. And the world has always been unpredictable and uncertain. I'm not an oracle. I can't see the future behind us any better than you can. Nor am I all that comfortable giving you a lot of advice that you haven't asked for. I mean, we just met, right? And besides, you're probably up to your ears in advice these past few weeks. So I'll just pick up something that I said a minute ago, and I'll try to keep it simple. I would say that it's important to remember that nothing in your past was inevitable. That, I hope you can see now that we've turned things around and put your past in front of you. It was never a sure thing that you would make it here. So many things could have turned out differently. Your parents know this as well as anyone. It was never a sure thing. So many things could have turned out differently and kept you from being here today. If I could, I would talk to each of you individually. Those of you I have the good fortune to know already, and those of you I've never met, and I would tell each of you that you have done well to make it to the end of this road, and that we, your professors, are proud of you. But we are now your past. And to come around to where I began, notice where we are right now, here in front of you. We will be here where you can see us, but you graduates are embarking on a new way of living. You belong to that future now. And as daunting and as frightening as that may sometimes be, you will, I hope, take heart in this final thought. I've already said that I can't tell you how the future will turn out, but I urge you, as you ponder the future behind you, to notice who's behind you right now. Your family, your friends, people who love you and who are as proud of you now at this moment as they have ever been. There may be nothing inevitable about the past or the future, but it is some comfort to know that whatever your future holds, they are here with you, behind you now as they have been all these years, and behind you too as you back your way into your new future. Thank you, and congratulations again.